So we'll read the translation of texts 26, 27 and 28. Then we'll go to the purport of Srila Prabhupada. So translation of the text 26. Shukadev Goswami continued, after thus advising the demigods and pacifying Mother Earth, the very powerful Lord Brahma, who is the master of all other Prajapatis and is therefore known as Prajapatipati, returned to his own abode Brahmalok. Text 27. Formerly, Surasena, the chief of the Yadu dynasty, had gone to live in the city of Mathura. There he enjoyed the places known as Mathura and Surasena. So, text 28. Since that time, the city of Mathura had been the capital of all the kings of the Yadu dynasty. The city and district of Mathura are very intimately connected with Krishna, for Lord Krishna lives there eternally. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. It is understood that Mathura city is the transcendental abode of Lord Krishna. It is not an ordinary material city, for it is eternally connected with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vrindavan is within the jurisdiction of Mathura and it still continues to exist. Because Mathura and Vrindavan are intimately connected with Krishna eternally, it is said the Lord Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. Vrindavanam paritejya padamekam nagacchati. At present, the place known as Vrindavan is the district of Mathura, continues its position as a transcendental place, and certainly anyone who goes there becomes transcendentally purified. Navadip Dham is also intimately connected with Brajabhumi. Srila Narottam Das Thakur therefore says, Sri Gauda Mandala Bhumi Jeba Jane Chintamani Tar Hoye Brajabhumi Bhas. Brajabhumi refers to Mathura Vrindavan and Gauda Mandal Bhumi includes Navadip. These two places are non-different. Therefore, anyone living in Navadip Dham, knowing Krishna and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be the same personality, lives in Brajabhumi, Mathura Vrindavan. The Lord has made it convenient for the conditioned soul to live in Mathura, Vrindavan and Navadip, and thus be directly connected with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Simply by living in these places, one can immediately come to contact with the Lord. There are many devotees who vow never to leave Vrindavan and Mathura. This is undoubtedly a good vow, but if one leaves Vrindavan, Mathura or Navadip Dham for the service of the Lord, he is not disconnected from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At any rate, we must understand the transcendental importance of Mathura, Vrindavan and Navadip Dham. Anyone who executes devotional service in these places certainly goes back home, back to Godhead, after giving up his body. Thus, the words Mathura, Bhagavan yatra nityam samhito hari are particularly important. A devotee should fully utilize this instruction to the best of his ability. Whenever the Supreme Lord personally appears, he appears in Mathura because of his intimate connection with this place. Therefore, although Mathura and Vrindavan are situated on this planet Earth, they are transcendental abodes of the Lord. Rajadhani tata sabhut sarva yadav bhuj bhubujam Mathura Bhagavan jatra nityam sannihito hari. So, here it is stated about the place Mathura where Krishna appeared. Krishna appeared in Mathura, and also Krishna appeared in Vrindavan. Simultaneously Krishna appeared in the two places, Mathura and Vrindavan. But generally the people, they know Krishna appeared in Mathura. In Harivamsa we will find that same time Krishna also appeared in Vrindavan, Gokul. So anyway, here Prabhupada Maharaj is giving so much importance of living in Mathura or Vrindavan or Navadip Dham. So these are called Dham. What is Dham is? What is the meaning of Dham? Dham, many meanings are there. But the main meaning of Dham is the place where Krishna appears, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears. That is called Dham. So, the persons or the devotees, those who will remain in Dham and serve to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then they will get the mercy of the Supreme Lord in order to go back home, back to Godhead. After giving up their body, they will straight go to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, many they want to reside in Dham. And especially Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he has mentioned that one should remain either in Vrindavan or one should reside in Radhakund. This is the best place where the devotee can reside. The thing is that this Dham is meant for seva. Dham is not meant for just to build house and stay there so that one can go back home, back to order. That is not the right thing. Dham means one has to serve there. So therefore, there are three types of seva. One is Nama Seva, one is Kama Seva, then third one is Dhama Seva. Nam Seva, we should chant the holy name of the Lord, is Nam Seva. And Kama Seva, we should try to fulfill the desire of Krishna, try to give pleasure to Krishna by serving him. That is called Kama Seva, Krishna Kama Seva. Then comes Dhama Seva. Dhama Seva means we will remain in the Dham and will serve Krishna. That is Dhama Seva. This Krishna is having three types of potencies. These are called Sandhini, Sambit and Allhadini. By Sandhini Shakti, he exists. So therefore, in Dham, Krishna is existing with his Sandhini Shakti. Due to his Sandhini Shakti, Krishna is existing in the Dham. So, this Seva, Dham Seva, Nam Seva and Kama Seva. Where from we are getting this Dham Seva, Nam Seva and Kama Seva? This, the Nam Seva, Dham Seva and Kama Seva, these are given by Guru Pada Padma, the spiritual master. Spiritual master is giving us these three types of Seva. Spiritual master is giving us the name and engaging us in serving to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. At the same time, also, the spiritual master is engaging us to do some seva. The place where the spiritual master and the Supreme Lord both are residing. And where the Supreme Lord is there, and dear devotee of the Supreme Lord is there, that is Dham. Where the Seva is going on, that is Dham. This place also a Dham. So if someone is coming to this temple and serving here in this Dham, he will get the same result also. Therefore, many they think that Vrindavan Dham is the topmost Dham. They don't give the same importance to the Navadip Dham. So therefore, here Prabhupada Ji Maharaj is quoting from Narottam Das Thakur's song. Narottam Das Thakur's song is there that Gaurangar Sangi Gane Nitya Siddha Karimane Sejai Brajendra Sutapas Sri Gauda Mandala Bhumi Jeba Jane Chintamani Tar Hoy Braja Bhume Bas. Gaurangar Sangi Gane. Who are the Gauranga Sangi? Who are the associates of Gauranga Mahaprabhu? They are also Nitya Siddha. Like those who are associates of the Supreme Lord Krishna, they are Nitya Siddha. Similarly, those who are the associate of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they are also Nitya Siddha. So those who are understanding Gauranga Mahaprabhu's associates are Nitya Siddha. So even if they are remaining in Navadip Dham, or they are remaining with Gauranga Mahaprabhu, serving Gauranga Mahaprabhu, but they can get the Supreme Lord Krishna in their heart. They can see the Supreme Lord Krishna in their heart. Therefore it is said, Sejaya Brajendra Sutapas. By serving to the associates of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, by serving to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, one can go to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Very easily one can get Supreme Lord Krishna. Sejaya Brajendra Sutapas Sri Gauda Mandala Bhumi Jebajane Chintamani Tar Hoye Braja Bhume Bas. If someone is accepting Gauda Mandala Bhumi, that is Navadip Dham, as the residence of the Supreme Lord Krishna. The residence of Supreme Lord Krishna is called Chintamani Dham. In Brahma Samhita I will find it is stated Chintamani Prakara Sadma Sukalpa Vriksha. Chintamani Prakara Sadma. Chintamani Dham. Sadma means house. The house or the place built out of Chintamani stone, touchstone. That is Krishna's place. So if someone is thinking that Navadip Dham, where Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, that is non-different from the Dham where Krishna resides, Chintamani Dham, then he can remain in Vrindavan. Tar hoye braja bhume bas. He can stay in Vrindavan. So, therefore, there is no difference between Navadip Dham and Vrindavan Dham. There is no difference. And also, Mahaprabhu said that one should serve, at least one should serve one of the limbs of bhakti. Then he will get the real mukti. The one of the limbs of the bhakti, bhakti panchanga, bhaktanga, pancha bhaktanga. Pancha means 5. Bhakti limbs are there. sadhu sanga, bhagavata shravana, nama sankirtana, mathura vasa, shraddhayar shimurti sevana. These are the 5 limbs of bhakti. And if one is doing at least one, then he is also getting the result. So if someone is going to sadhu, associating with sadhu, he is getting everything. When one will go to sadhu, approach sadhu, sadhu speaks Bhagavatam, sadhu speaks Krishna Katha. So he can listen Bhagavatam. Then Bhagavat Sarvana, Nam Sankirtana. Sadhu engages the devotees, those who will come to him, he will engage them in Nam Sankirtana, Nam Kirtana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And not only that, he will engage in serving to the Supreme Lord. So, when someone will go to sadhu, remain with sadhu, then he can do all these 5 types of bhaktanga, bhakti limbs. Because where sadhu is there, that is Mathura. That place is Mathura. Where the sadhu, where the devotee will be there, in that place, Krishna is there. Krishna will appear there. When devotee is there, Krishna is there. So therefore, if someone is going to sadhu, he is remaining. We are coming to the ashram, we are remaining in this ashram, temple. That is the place, Mathura. That is the appearance place of Krishna. Krishna is remaining with his Sandhini Shakti. He is existing here in this temple also. So therefore, Guru, Sadhu, they engage the devotees in Nama Seva, Kama Seva and Dhama Seva. Service to name and service to the desire of Krishna and service to the Dham. So, we will find that when Krishna went to Dwarika, Krishna went to Mathura, then Dwarika, he was king in Dwarika. So, in Samanta Panchaka, one solar eclipse, Krishna came to Kurukshetra with his all associates. And Radharani, Nanda Maharaj, other gopis, gopalas, cowherd boys, they came to Kurukshetra. So there Radharani saw Krishna, but she was not happy. She spoke to her girl companion, Sakhi. Priya sohayam Krishna sahachari Kurukshetra militaha tathang saradha tadida mubhayo sangam sukham tathapyanta khelan mudhura murali panchama juse manome kalindi pulina vipinaya spruhati. This is compiled by Rupa Goswami Pad. This one. So Srimati Radharani, when met Krishna, she is not becoming very happy. She is saying to her girlfriend Lalita, "Oh my dear friend, see, I am the same Radha, and he is also same Krishna. There is no difference. I am Radha, he is Krishna. And now we are united here in this Kurukshetra, place Kurukshetra. And we are getting some happiness also. But My mind is always running to Vrindavan, to the bank of Jamuna. Beneath Kadamba tree, we are getting union there. And that, to get that type of union, my mind is always running to Vrindavan. And I am not becoming that happy with this union. So therefore, Radharani, Krishna, they become happy in their dham, the place where they do many leelas, pastimes. So therefore, the devotees, when they go to dham, they get more bliss, more happiness, more pleasure. Because the dham is eternal. Krishna Bhagavan is eternal. Krishna's Leela eternal. Krishna's associates Parikara eternal. And also Krishna's dham, the place also eternal. And one must not develop desire to go for material enjoyment in dham. We are observing nowadays in Vrindavan, so many buildings are coming up. Vrindavan was very famous for the dust. Braja Dhuli. We say Braja Dhuli. It was very famous for the dust. Now you will not find any dust. Andhi, the storm will come, the dust will. In 1988-89, I was in Vrindavan, Pagla Ashram. So one storm came and a whole room filled with dust. And it was having so nice smell, very nice smell. But nowadays you will not get any dust. You will not get any good smell. Because so many buildings coming up. So many shops, buildings, this Vrindavan is getting polluted by our material desires. So therefore, dham is aprakruta. Dham is transcendental. So, if anyone will reside in dham, he must not develop prakrita desire, material desire. He must develop the spiritual desire. How one will serve in dham spiritually, transcendentally, that one should develop. Otherwise, if one will go to dham and develop material desire and go for material enjoyment, then he will be punished by Srimati Radhika. If you go to Vrindavan and if you go for only enjoyment, then you will get punishment. Srimati Radhika will punish you because that is not the place of enjoyment. That is place of seva, nama seva, dhamma seva and kama seva. So by nama seva, what is happening? By nama seva, serving to the holy name, name Prabhu, we say name Prabhu, Nam Prabhu. What is happening by serving to the holy name? If someone is serving to the holy name, he will become free from all types of blind faith, blind belief. In Sanskrit it said, kusanskar. Blind belief. He will become free from that. Then, by Dhamma Seva, one can become free from Mayavad thought, Mayavad philosophy. The Mayavad philosophy, one always thinks that he is Lord himself. Aham Brahmasmi. I am the Lord. Therefore, he does not go for any seva to the Supreme Lord. So this is Mayavad philosophy. If someone will do dham seva, then he will consider the Supreme Lord is to be served, nitya, eternally, nitya seva. I will serve Supreme Lord eternally. And that desire will develop when one will start his dham seva. Then kama seva. Kama seva, we have so many desires. We have so many material desires. And if we will start kama seva, if we will start serving to Bhagavan Krishna, then serving to our mind or to go for our sense enjoyment will be reduced by Krishna Kama Seva. And all this Nama Seva, Kama Seva will be possible if we can do Dham Seva. If we can go to Dham and serve there, then we can very easily do Nama Seva and Kama Seva. We can chant nicely, we can do Seva to Krishna very nicely in Dham. Suppose many they are doing Seva in their own home, own house. But the way somebody is engaged here in this temple Seva, that is completely different. One might be doing some Seva in their home. They have their deities, they are doing Seva, it's okay. But here someone is doing Seva in temple is completely different. One can relish so much mellow here in this Seva. All this Seva, Krishna Seva, Dham Seva, Nam Seva, everything one can relish very nice mellow here, which one cannot get in their home, even if they have done a very nice altar, nicely taken care, but same realization, same type of relishment one will not get. What is the, here in this temple, one is getting so much pleasure. Why? What is the reason? The reason is by a pure devotee. A pure devotee has installed Bhagavan Murti form, deity form here. In other words, we can say a pure devotee prayed to Bhagavan to appear here. So therefore, Bhagavan, he is remaining here due to the prayer of the pure devotee. So therefore, the place is different. There are so many Jagannath Mandirs. In India, there are so many Jagannath temples. But if you will go to Jagannath Puri, you will feel different. Because that was established, inaugurated by Lord Brahma, King Indradyumna, very dear devotee of Bhagavan. So therefore it is said that there is a danger. There is danger with us. What is the danger is? The danger is our kamana, our lusty desires. That is the danger. And from that danger, one can become free if he will serve to Bhagavan Krishna and he will chant the holy name of Bhagavan Krishna in a dham, remaining in a dham, serving in a dham. Therefore Prabhupada Maharaj saying, many they take vow to remain until their last breathing in dham. That is good vow. Prabhupada saying that is a good vow. So, we can see Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur saying that we have a gross body And this gross body, we need to give pleasure to this gross body. So, when a person is trying to give pleasure to the gross body, that moment he is turning his face away from the Supreme Lord Krishna. Bhagavat Vimukha. Bhagavat Vimukha yasam saranti. They have turned their face away from Bhagavan, the Supreme Lord. So when one will turn his face away from Bhagavan, Krishna, then definitely he will go to Maya. And when one will go to Maya, it will be difficult for him to come out from the clutches of Maya. So, a person, when he will turn his face away from Bhagavan, he will develop speculation, concoction, manodharma. And by that manodharma, he cannot render proper services unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. So when someone will develop some pleasure to serve Bhagavan Krishna, he must take the help of an advanced spiritualist. And also, he has to come to a temple. And generally, sadhu gurus, they remain in the temple. That is dham. So one will come to temple, one will come to the spiritual advanced spiritualist and take his guidance. Then he will become free from this own speculation, concoction. He will listen to spiritual master, spiritual guide, and he will be engaged in Nam Seva, Kam Seva, Dham Seva. So spiritual master, spiritual guide, they engage us in this seva. Sriman Mahaprabhu, he gave us the holy name. And he said, Jainam Sei Krishna, Bhaja Nishtha Kari. The name is non-different from Krishna. Krishna's name and Krishna both are identical. And Nama Nami, Abhinna, Abhinnatvang Nama Namino. So, this whose name of the Lord, and where the Lord remains, that is Dham. So, therefore, Nama Seva, Krishna Kama Seva, and Dhama Seva, they all are connected together. One will say, I will do only Nama Seva, I will not do Krishna Kama Seva, I will not do Dhama Seva. Then that Nama Seva will not give any result. So one must do Nama Seva, Kama Seva, and Dhama Seva together. So, if someone is doing Nama Seva, Dhama Seva and Kama Seva, then the material desires cannot enter into our mind. And due to the material desires, we are going away from Bhagavan Krishna. And we are going to the clutches of Maya. So therefore Prabhupada Ji Maharaj saying that this Navadip Dham, also Dham, because Gauranga Mahaprabhu is there. Gauranga Mahaprabhu's associates are there. So therefore Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he compiled one song. In that song he is saying, Kabe Gauravane Suradhani Tate Harade Ha Krishna Bale Kandiya Bedabo Deho Sukha Chadi Nana Lota Toru Tale কবে গৌর ব্রজবনে ভেদনা দেখিব হইব বরজবাসী, তখন ধামের স্বরূপ স্ফুরিবে নয়নে হইব রাধার দাসী. While Bhaktivinoda Thakur was residing in Godrum Island, Navadip Dham, he built a house, he gave the name Swananda Sukhada Kunja. Swananda Sukhada Kunja, and he was remaining there. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he could find the place of Mahaprabhu's appearance place by the help of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. And he built a house there, and he was doing bhajan. And in that bhajan, he was praying this. Kabe Gauravane Sura Dhanitate Harade Ha Krishna Bole. When I will be able to reside in Navadip Dham, Gauravana, Brajavana, Gauravana, Vrindavana, Gauravana. Gauranga Mahaprabhu resides in Navadip Dham, that is called Gauravana. When I will be able to reside near the bank of Ganges, where Mahaprabhu's appearance is there, and I can chant the name of Radha and Krishna. O Radha, O Krishna. And Kandiya Badabo Deha Sukha Chadi Nana Lota Toru Tale. And I will cry, I will move around in the forest, giving up my own body pleasure, bodily pleasure. Gaura Brajavane Bhedana Dekhivo Hoiva Barajavasi. And I will never see the difference between Gauravana and Brajavana. Gauravana means Navadip Dham. Brajavana means Vrindavan Dham. I will never see any difference between these two, Gauravana and Brajavana, so that I will become the inhabitants of Braja. তখন ধামের স্বরূপ স্ফুরিবে নয়নে হইব রাধার দাসী. তখন ধামের স্বরূপ স্ফুরিবে নয়নে. That time I will be able to see what is real dham is. And hoiva radhar dasi. I will become the maid servant of Srimati Radhika. So Abhinna Vrindavana. So Navadip Dham is Abhinna Vrindavana, non-different from Vrindavana. There he was residing, and the Radhika was having 8 Sakhis. One of them is Lalita, and Lalita's own Sakhi, his girl companion is Rupa Manjari, and Kamala Manjari is the subordinate to this Rupa Manjari, serving to Rupa Manjari, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur is Kamala Manjari. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur's son, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, he is a Jagat Guru, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Prabhupada. He was Nayana Manjari in Vrindavan Leela. Why we are saying this thing? Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur, though she was Kamala Manjari in Vrindavan Leela, but he preferred to stay in Navadip Dham. Though Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was in Braja Leela, Nayana Manjari, he prepared to construct a temple, Chaitanya Math, in Navadip Dham, and he was residing there. So, they were not seeing the difference between Braja Dham and Navadip Dham. Same. There was no difference between Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Brajendranandan Krishna. Similarly, Dham is also similar. Same. Gaura Dham, Krishna's Dham. Krishna Savar, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Both are same. There is no difference. And if someone will remain in Dham and he will do Dham Seva, then he will be able to do Krishna Kama Seva, Nama Seva nicely. Without Dham Seva, it is difficult to do Nama Seva and Kama Seva. If you go to Vrindavan, you will see many they will be sweeping the Parikrama Marga. Sevakuj, Nidhuban, they are always engaged in Dham Seva. So Mathura is a Dham where Krishna appeared, and within that Mathura district, Vrindavan is there very near to Mathura, and there Krishna did so many leelas, pastimes. So that is a Dham. So we must go to the Dham. Even if we are not able to remain in Dham, at least we should visit in our lifetime to that Dham. Thank you very much. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj ki jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki jai. Jai Srila Gurudev ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda Ji ki jai. Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshmana Bhakta Hanuman Ji ki jai. Shamaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari.